What's up, guys? It is Corey from Super Comic Guru 9000, and welcome to my review of Bleach, Chapter 516. This is it, guys, the moment you've all been waiting for. A few characters were introduced in this chapter, some who are really, really big, and we don't even know who their names are yet. But before we even get to that, let's go over some of the stuff that happened in the beginning of the chapter. We finally get a little bit more explanation as to what happened to Ichigo's Bankai and his sword, and we can see that it is broken. It was shown in the past that the swords could actually be repaired in some senses and everything, but of course that was when they were a Shikai. This is a Bankai, which is a completely different situation. We learn in this chapter when a Bankai is broken, it cannot be brought back to its original form, and there are some minor exceptions. They do go over a few other characters who had some situations, such as Komamura, Ikkaku, and even Renji. They explain that yes, he can still use his Bankai, however, it is much weaker. The middle part of the chapter is something that I was really laughing at, and something I felt was incredibly random, and at the end of the day, it was really just filler to make you laugh. Kon finally comes back, and he has a hilariously muscled up body, and just this whole scene is just him interacting with Ichigo, just doing what they always do, and it was just a nice little change of pace, to be perfectly honest. It was just very goofy. However, it's incredibly short-lived because we finally get the introduction of the Zero Division, the Zero Squad. And these are characters that have been talked about for an incredibly long time. We've never seen them. We don't know their names. We just know that they're incredibly powerful. And we can see that all the other members of the Gotei 13 are outside eagerly awaiting for them to come on. And they do show up in this giant pillar which just slams into the ground. It literally just sort of teleports right in front of them. And they go on to explain that the Zero Division are actually just 5 members. Unlike the Gotei 13, which has the captain, the lieutenant, and a bunch of soldiers, Zero Squad is just 5 different members all together, and their power is actually more powerful than all of the Gotei 13 put together. So this is just crazy, and we do get to see them on the very final panel of this week's chapter. You get to see all of their faces and everything. They don't give us any names yet, but still, I cannot wait to see what's going to happen next with these guys. You know, they didn't really give us too many answers this week. This was just another excuse to get us to keep reading and get really excited about what's going to happen. But still, I can't wait to learn a little bit more about these guys because they do look pretty different compared to a lot of the other characters that I've seen in Bleach. They have some very interesting costumes. They're not really wearing like the same stuff the other captains are. And seeing as how they're so powerful, I'm sure they're going to have some abilities we've never even heard of yet. So I really enjoyed this chapter. You know, there were some funny bits in the middle. There was the explanation of the Bankai at the beginning. And then, of course, we got the Zero Division at the very end. So this is actually a really solid chapter of Bleach. And like I said, we just got done with all of that murderous stuff that was going on in Soul Society. So this is still another good chance to sort of, you know, get us ready for the next stuff that's going to be happening. So I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. It wasn't a perfect chapter. I felt like the Kon stuff was just there to be funny, but I still did laugh at it. I would have liked a little bit more about the Zero Division, maybe their names, but still they're going to save that for next week. So 9 out of 10 on this one. Really good chapter. You guys should definitely check it out. And remember, guys, as always, if you like this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. That concludes this review today. Super Comic Guru 9000, out.